now with this very interesting feature. In an effort to mitigate the effects of climate change, farmers at the Tana River Irrigation Scheme are being encouraged to plant mango trees in order to increase forest cover in the area. According to James Karimi, the scheme's manager, the mango seedlings are to be distributed amongst farmer groups. This will also act as another source of income once the mango trees begin to fruit. Paul Thiongo has more.
In recent years, Kenya has experienced food shortages arising from declining farm productivity owing to low fertility levels, high input cost and unreliable weather in the face of a rising population. Among these is the weather unreliability experienced as an effect of climate change and the fact that Kenyan agriculture is heavily dependent on rain-fed systems. Over 80% of Kenya's population live in the rural areas and derive their livelihoods directly or indirectly through agriculture, which remains the backbone of the country's economy. Only about 17% of the country's land is high and medium potential agricultural land, where most intensive crop and dairy production take place. The result is arid and semi-arid, not suitable for rain-fed agriculture. The National Irrigation Authority's irrigation schemes are part of the several initiatives that the government is undertaking towards coping with the changing weather patterns and increasing food production. James Karimi is the manager at the Tana River Irrigation Scheme.
Irrigation is the way to go, and that has been even emphasized strongly by the government commitment in ensuring that we open up more irrigation projects across the country. We used to have 7 national irrigation schemes. Now we are operating over 200 projects all over the country, doing various crops. Some are doing rice, like you can see behind us, we are doing rice. You have seen the areas where we are doing maize. All these are efforts geared towards achieving food security in the country and improving the local economies for the farming community.
Despite being Kenya's longest river, the Tana is struggling to keep up with the country's ever-growing demand for water and electricity. It is the backbone of the country's economy, providing up to 80% of the Nairobi's water and half the country's electricity through hydroelectric plants. Its water also irrigates thousands of hectares of crop farms. Currently, land preparations to plant maize for seed production and maintenance of flood distribution boxes and canals is ongoing. Water is drawn from the river through a series of powerful pumps and distributed to crops through open earth canals applied through the furrow irrigation system.
The scheme gazetted area is 12,000 acres. What is already installed with irrigation infrastructure is 5,000 acres. Out of the 5,000 acres, 3,500 acres have been produced in alternate seasons, from last year to the current program which we are implementing. In terms of production, we have done production for seed maize, we have done production for green grams, at least the first season and now the second season, with an estimated output, on gross output of close to 200 million, which we can be able to say either went directly to farmers' pockets and the supply of inputs.
There are approximately 1,050 registered farmers settled in the scheme by the government.
We are also conscious of the environment. We are doing 3 mango tree seedlings, which are going to be a game changer even to the household economies by empowering the farmers to have some crop to sell, at the same time increasing the forest cover to what we envisage of 10%. So these are whole programs which are done in a harmonized approach and also involving other collaborators. We are partnering with the county government. We have other stakeholders like the private Kenya Seed Company. We are doing with engineers to ensure that whatever the farmer does, it gets up to the market without any challenges of marketing. Now, in terms of the breakdown of acreage, rice we are targeting and which already you can see the progress, 300 acres. Cotton, we are targeting 500 acres, which is contracted. We are talking about maize, which is 1,000 acres. We are talking about green grams, 300 acres. This is also contracted by Simrosin company. We are talking about horticulture crops, various horticultural crops, but mainly watermelon. Another maybe 200 to 300 acres.
The farmers have formed groups and cooperatives with elected leaders who act as representatives during contract agreements and dispute management.
Wakati skimu ilipokufa, wakulima walienda makwao huko mtoni kutafuta kilimo chao cha kujisaidia. Na huo muda walikuwa serikali wanawasaidia kwa chakula msaada. Lakini hivi sasa ninashukuru.
Maji inasambazwa na shirika la NIB ambao sasa imebadilishwa kuwa NIA, na ikifika katika skimu, jukumu letu sisi kama viongozi wa maji ni kuhakikisha ya kwamba kila mkulima ambaye yuko katika block zake wanapata maji. Kwa hivyo tuko na vitengo vya viongozi ambao wanasimamia hiyo maji, na wakati wote ambapo kuna crisis ama kuna conflict ama kuna shida yoyote, tunakuwa na management system ambayo inatusaidia sisi kama viongozi wa maji kuja pamoja kuzitatua na kuhakikisha kwamba wakulima wanapata maji kwa wakati unaohitaji.
Peter Orwa is the scheme manager at Bura Irrigation Scheme, which has over 2,000 farmers settled.
For the main season in Bura Irrigation Scheme, initially it was designed to be a cotton scheme, but currently the main season we do seed maize. So main season runs from August to February. For now we've already harvested seed maize, and then the off season will run from February up to end of July. For now we do mainly horticultural crops, so you'll get watermelon, there are tomatoes, there are bulb onions, and also you'll get a few farmers doing commercial maize. Each farmer in the scheme was initially allocated 3 acres. So normally farmers are at liberty whether they'll be in production in one portion of the field or they can hire out part of the field. So you find most of the farmers, because of the financial challenges, they'll do cropping in one portion, which is 1.5 acres, and most of them prefer leasing the other 1.5 acres to outsiders.
The rising need for irrigation arises from the apparent inadequacy of soil moisture to support a wide range of crops depended upon for food needs and sometimes incomes. It is a common experience to producers to show interest for irrigation facilities even in areas where irrigation was not a necessity up to recent years. This scenario is due to global warming and manifesting itself through a number of climatic change effects.